Okay, so Suzanne, can you hear me okay?
I can.
All right, now this is what I think is awesome is we are going live. It looks like we're having a little bit of lag and hopefully,
Are you there?
yes.
All right.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yep, I can.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so hopefully this is going to work, and we're only going to do about 5 minutes. So one of the things I want to do to just make sure that we are all good to go is introduce the one and only Suzanne Johns. Now, what I say is if you don't know who Suzanne Johns is, you haven't been to an eWomen Network meeting because you are there all the time. And what we do at eWomen Network with our business showcase sponsors is we like to interview you because we want all of our members and everybody that's associated with eWomen Network to get to know our business showcase sponsors. So tell us a little bit about you and your core business and really what you're going to be talking with us today about.
Well, obviously, my name is Suzanne Johns, and I do luxury real estate, and then I also do building and some developing. So anything having to do with that real estate arena, having to do with investments or luxury, that's what I do. So that's my core business. That's what I've been doing for about 42 years, and it's been quite successful doing that. So I might as well continue on. That's
Okay,
why I'm
so
doing it. And what excites me about that is that I create millionaires. That's exactly what and you know what? Now I am in millionaire maker mode because this is the time for you to be bold. This is the time for people to not only be millionaires, but multimillionaires because legacy wealth happens in a market downturn.
and one of the things I love so much about what you do, Suzanne, is you really talk to people at in the layman terms, so to speak. So, you're a business showcase sponsor for our November 5th event. And listen, if you haven't registered for the November 5th event yet, it is going to be live at Coyote Ridge. We'll make sure that we put the link so you can register. But one of the things you do is you help people with real estate investments. You've helped over 50 people become millionaires with real estate investments. What excites you the most about what you do in real estate?
You know, the coolest thing ever was the very first millionaire that I had was being able to hand him the check at the title company that actually had $1 million. It was a little bit more in change, but $1 million check. Can you imagine having that in your little hot hands to be able to take it to the bank and deposit that check? That was the coolest feeling ever. And I wanted to do it over and over and over again. And that happened like at the year 2 that I was in the business. So I've been lucky that I've been able to do that 50 times in the last 42 years. But you know what? It's going to happen a whole lot more this coming year, 2021.
Yeah, I have no doubt. And one of the things that I've said before, I know you and I've talked about is hopefully you've got some of your investments in real estate, but that's not always the case. And I don't really care who you talk to. It's what I've heard is a third of your investments should be in real estate. And I'm going to tell you, my husband and I tried let's buy a house, fix it up, and sell it. It's a lot more difficult than it sounds in theory.
Yeah, if you were watching it on HGTV, it looks so simple. Anybody can do this. This is a piece of cake. That's not at all what happens in real life.
Oh,
You need
no.
somebody that's on the sidelines that knows exactly what to do and how to do it. And that's one of the things that we do.
So, what's the number one reason people should work with you?
There's a ton of real estate agents everywhere. Everybody can hire anybody. I mean, you can go down and get a license and, work with your sister or your aunt. That doesn't mean they really know what they're doing. They just happen to have a license. I really work hard on being educated in my space. So everything that there is to do about real estate, I make sure that I'm being trained on that on a continual basis because I don't do you any good. And in fact, it's a huge disservice if I'm not educated on exactly what I'm telling you in the first place. The second thing is, I will never put anyone into an investment that I would not do myself personally. So, and I really feel very that's a very powerful statement, because, it is the goodwill. Everybody has that golden rule that they should be operating in. And trust me, there are so many that do not in this business. And if I wouldn't do it for myself, I don't want you doing it yourself. That's so important. And I never want to risk anybody's money for any reason. I want you to be it to be a win-win situation and scenario every single time. Is it every single time? I can tell you that I've had very few failures from that standpoint. And when it was in the failure, it was a very small one. And we were able to recuperate that and put it into a huge win on the next deal. So from that standpoint, I'm very pleased with that. I think the other thing is that I'm really straightforward. I'm going to tell you like it is. And if it's something that I think is just the biggest sucky deal in the world, I'm going to say so. And, I don't care. Even if it's somebody goes, you just screwed yourself out of a commission. That's not the point. The point is, it wasn't the deal for you. We're going to sit down, we're going to talk about what are the important things for you and your family. And I'm going to internalize that, so that when I'm going to help you direct whatever you're doing in the real estate investment business, it's going to be what you were choosing that you wanted as your strengths and your goals. So not what Suzanne wanted. It's never what I wanted. It's what I will give you options. We'll discuss the options. We'll discuss what's working for you, what might not work for you. And then you have the decision. And then we're going to talk about the decision. If I think you've made the wrong decision, we're going to have that discussion too. So, oh my, but I do that. It's important that I deliver on what I say, and that I tell you what I'm going to do, and I do that.
Well, that's what I was going to say is the next question we like to ask people is, what would raving clients say about you? Well, I know what raving clients say about you, because I've been one, and I know people that have worked with you, and you say what you mean what you say. You have so much integrity. Just like you said, you're not going to lead somebody down the wrong path, but you also have an incredible way of just being real and authentic with people. Other than that, what are some of the other raves that you've received from past clients?
I don't know if you call it a rave. I had one guy said, "You're extremely harsh." I went, "Yeah, well, wouldn't you rather me, give it to you?"
If you're fighting on your behalf,
I know.
okay.
Don't you want me to shoot straight for you instead of sugarcoat it? I'm not thinking that that's the best alternative, to sugarcoat everything for you, because then everybody gets a huge surprise, and it's never a good one at the end if I did that. So no, I think that's one of the other things that's very important that people know about me. I am going to tell you exactly the way it is when it comes to real estate. I just don't have any other options, in my opinion, and it served me well over the years. So, I have to say that it's been very pleasant that of the 50 millionaires that I have now, I have 20 or 22 of 21 of them that have been working with me for over 25 years.
That's amazing.
And you don't stick with somebody for that long if it isn't working out.
Right. That's exactly right. Now, one of the things that we love so much about our accelerated networking events at eWomenNetwork is our business showcase sponsors. From time to time, not every time, but from time to time, they'll provide an offer. So you come as a guest or as a member, you attend the eWomenNetwork event on Thursday, November 5th. And believe me, we're going to just snap our fingers that it's going to be November 5th. But you come, and the business showcase sponsors from time to time will have an offer. And if you're interested in taking advantage of this offer, this is a complimentary offer, no fee attached, no strings attached. And Suzanne, I know you've got an offer for November 5th event. What is that offer?
I definitely will do a 30-minute complimentary session with anybody that would like to talk about real estate investing and talk about the different kinds, because there are a lot of different kinds, and what the ins and the outs are of each different one, and see if there's a potential for you to invest with us. We have some other things going on that we are working on high-end flips, we're not really calling them flips. They're actually tear downs. We're taking the lots, buying the old house, scraping the lot, building brand new. And then everybody makes a profit on that based on their investment that they've put into it. But that's something you can also work with us and do. And that way you've got somebody that knows how to do that. And you don't have to do anything except collect your check at the end.
I love it. I love it. So you hear it. Look, if you've never invested in real estate, or maybe you have and you had a great experience or not so great of an experience, or maybe you're just interested, you want to plan. And I don't know about y'all, I'm a planner. Suzanne knows this. But I start my upcoming year planning in October. And this is a perfect time to start doing research with professionals and experts like Suzanne to have a complimentary 30-minute session with regards to real estate investments, looking at the different types of investments that you can get into, what type of money do you need, and really kind of what to look forward to. So that's a great offer. Now, Suzanne, how can people get in touch with you? The best way is to come to that November 5th event. But other than that, how can they touch base with you?
You can call me or text me at 972-639-6396, or you can email me at sj@SuzanneJohns.com. And that's SuzanneJohns.com.
I love it. I love it. Well, Suzanne, listen, you're one of my favorites, always have been, always will be. I'm so grateful for you. And I'm looking forward to each and every one of you that's watching to attend our accelerated networking event on November 5th. And if you we'll leave the registration link. If you need any assistance from me, please let me know. So Suzanne, any parting words before we sign off?
I'm just going to say, and I'm going to reiterate it again, the people that are brave and bold in a downturn market, which we've got that going on, are the ones that become not millionaires, but multi-millionaires. So that's important to remember.
It is. And so it's even more of a reason to attend that event and to connect with Suzanne and with our eWomenNetwork North Dallas Plano chapter. So until we meet again, everyone, be big, be bold, and most importantly, be you.